Uh, why did you enroll in this course? Yes, you read it right. I'm asking you this. There are many technologies in the market. There are many courses in our application. Why C++? Before you think, our discussion will head towards an important concept in programming. So before joining this course, you might have thought of some conditions, right? Conditions like, should I enroll for C++ or C, or maybe will C++ help me enhance my skill set, or some other conditions? And depending upon their answers, you might have come up to some decision. Thus, we make many decisions in our day-to-day life. Now, let me give you a more relevant example. Let's say you want to develop some game and you want to check whether the user is logged into the profile and then playing the game or not. Thus, we want to make some decisions depending on some condition. Here comes the concept of decision making in programming. Decision making is about deciding the order of execution of statements based on certain conditions, or repeating a group of statements until certain specified conditions are met. Decision making structures require that the programmer specify one or more conditions to be evaluated or tested by the program, along with the statement or statements to be executed if the condition is determined to be true, and optionally other statements to be executed if the condition is determined to be false. C++ provide following decision making statement. C++ provide following decision making statement. Switch case. We will study those in subsequent sections. See you there. Basically, if else is a conditional statement, you can use if alone or in combination with else. In general English, if else can be explained as either consider this as if or that as else. It is used in simple conditions where we have only two options. If else can be effective used by combining them in a smart way. As in the above diagram, one can see that if the condition that is provided under if gets true, then the set of codes under if block gets executed. And it becomes false, then the set of statements under the else block will get executed, and the rest program follows the path. Syntax. Above is the syntax of if-else block. If the Boolean expression evaluates to true, then the if block of code will be executed. Otherwise, the else block of code will be executed. Syntax for if else is let's write code to test the voting eligibility test. Hint, here we need to test that if the age of the candidate is greater than or equal to 18, then they are eligible to vote, otherwise they cannot. In the previous example, we declare a variable age with value 15. Then we test for an if condition where greater than or equal is the sign that represents greater than or equal to. If the condition turns out to be true, you are eligible to vote gets printed. If the condition turns out to be false, then the control shifts to the else block and nope, you cannot vote gets printed. You can use if alone or in combination with else. True or false? False. True. That's right. Switch case. What is it? In simple terms, a switch statement allows a variable to be tested for equality against a list of values. Each value is called a case, and the variable being switched on is checked for each case. Don't worry, let me explain to you. The following rules apply to a switch statement. The expression used in the switch statement is some condition or Boolean expression. You cannot have any number of case statements within a switch. Each case is followed by the value to be compared to and a colon. The constant expression for a case must be the same data type as the variable in the switch, and it must be a constant or literal. When the variable being switched on is equal to a case, the statements following that case will execute until a break statement is reached. When a break statement is reached, the switch terminates and the flow of control jumps to the line following the switch statement. Not every case needs to contain a break. If no break appears, the flow of control will fall through to subsequent cases until a break is reached. A switch statement can have an optional default case, which must appear at the end of the switch. The default case can be used for performing a task when none of the cases is true. No break is needed in the default case, which allows here the expression that is the grade variable is tested against a few conditions, and accordingly the statements get executed. You have any number of case statements within a switch. Check. A quickie. All the best. Hey kid, I hope you are enjoying your C++ programming journey as of now, and you eagerly want to move ahead. But I can't break the traditions, mates. Cannot break the traditions, mates. Before we move ahead, let's have a small recap. Should making some about deciding the order of execution statement. Just the correct option. With a block statement switch. Switch to